Hello, my name is Ian Noren, and I am making my Exam 3 video for Computer Science 112. Today I'm going to be going over Lab 7, Ellipsoid Calculator, and I'm going to be demonstrating not only how my code works, the results in the console, but I will also be describing and breaking down every bit of it and talking about it a little bit. So, to begin with, to show that the code works, I will run the example. Values that we were given, displays the correct values, and then I will also input other values. Let's do something more manageable. There you go. This gives us the correct values each time. Now going into the code, the first thing that we do is we import the math library from Python, which will allow us to use math.py and math.pow later on. Continuing on, we make three global values: A axis radius, B axis radius, and C axis radius, and we set them as float values. And then we make three functions: calculate surface area, calculate volume, and get user input. Calculating the surface area takes the mathematical formula that we were given, which is 4 times pi times A times B plus A times C plus B times C, all of which are individually raised to the 1.6 power, divided by 3, and then all of which is raised to the 1/1/6 power. That gives us the surface area volume, which is the value that we end up returning and printing later on. Calculating volume is the exact same. We're importing the three float global variables, and then we were then putting it into the formula that we had for volume, and that will give us the volume return value that we end up printing later as well. Get user input makes the axis values global variables, which means that they can be used from anywhere, and then we take in float values from the user through the console, which I showed earlier. And then we get into the main function of the program, which is getting the user input, getting those three radius values, printing the surface area based off of the values we were given, and printing the volume based off of the values we were given. Overall, this wasn't too complicated of a task to do. This wasn't an extremely difficult lab. It was just thinking mathematically, how do I translate these formulas into code? And the easiest way is you just take in that math library that we were given, and we've shown how to use, and then we use those functions which allow us to make our own functions in code. And then from there, it's just getting the user input, which is something that I've done thousands of times at this point. It's not too complicated. And overall, it's just about breaking the problem down. That's the easiest way to always do it. And yeah, thank you for your time, and goodbye.